I've got the world's smallest penis.
Welcome back, Now and here at This Morning. We've never shied away from tackling real life matters, and today we're talking about what might be the last taboo.
With the average UK penis size around 5.2 inches, our next guest measures up to just 0.38 inches. For comparison, that's about the...
Okay, we're going to try to have a civil discussion about this, but...
No, this is hilarious. How is he getting by? This is crazy.
Okay. I would imagine, you know what the hardest thing about this would be? To try to pee in the toilet.
No, I'm talking just
you
normal
can't push
freaking life.
down 0.38 inches.
Yeah, you have to sit.
But if you sit, it's gonna go straight.
Hopefully it's built at a decline angle.
What if it's not?
It can't get erect at that size, basically.
That's
so
erect.
That's my question.
No, like...
This is the craziest thing to me, in my opinion. Okay, 0.38, because they're saying male's average penis was like 5.5. That's erect.
That was going to be my next. Is this
0.38 is erect?
I'm assuming, yeah. Because why would you do anything other than that for the final measurement?
Why do we even have data on this?
You know how horses can draw their penis up into themselves? Yeah. Probably when he loses his erection, his goes up in.
Gone.
Not making fun of this guy. He was born this way, but come on, you have to admit this is a little bit funny.
Yeah. You know what's crazy to me? When they said the average, I thought that was kind of...
Yeah. It's a bit
I was
small.
like, that's a bit...
What did they say the average was?
5 point something. I was like, we're talking 5?
The average penis size is 5.2, boys.
5.2.
In the UK. Brits are a
Is our
little
next
bit...
guest measure.
How dare you, sir? America.
So,
That's just 0.38 inches. For comparison, that's about the size of garden pea.
Yeah, 38-year-old Michael Phillips was medically diagnosed with a micropenis in 2020.
Hell, did she say that's the size of a garden pea?
Yes.
A pea, like the ones you eat with
Amen.
Thanksgiving dinner.
That's right.
How do you even have the balls to sit on this show?
He doesn't have the shaft.
Give him a little credit, right? I bet
looks like he's regretting it right now.
I bet you his point to doing this was probably he's like, I need a little bit of exposure. Everybody needs to know, that way I don't have to tell. And maybe there's some woman out there who has a fetish for guys with small. She's like, yeah, I don't want that thing in me anyway. Just use your face, right? Well, come on now. He's probably, because there's someone for everyone, right? And if people don't know you exist, you can't find that someone.
So
I bet you that's why he went out he's advertising for those 10 women on planet Earth that want this to see it, hopefully. It's just like guys that are murderers in prison and they've got women emailing them. And he's got like 15 women's bodies stacked up on his record.
Yeah.
It's like you would think that guy could never find a woman. Oh, they do.
Yeah, that's just women being women. Again, that's what...
Yeah, let's play this.
Which he believes could well be the smallest in the world. It's left him unable to be intimate, and he's even had to try fat injections to see if that can help.
But while they proved unsuccessful, Michael wants to help other men feel better about their own bodies. And he's here now. Good morning.
Crazy.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us, Michael.
Thank you so much. We've been talking about this. And it's so important that you're here and you're sitting on the couch and you're prepared to talk about it. Why is it so important to you?
I guess because it should be known that it's a medical condition that can cause it, and that if more people realize that it was a condition when they're younger, that they could be taken and seen by a doctor and hopefully get treatment that would actually provide some level of help.
Okay, that's a great point, right? That's not something I was aware of. When you're born with it, your parents might look at it and be like, where was it? We never saw it when you were little. Maybe I don't know. It sounds like he's saying that's something that can be fixed when you're little. Yeah. Or maybe helped.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what it sounded like he's saying.
He's saying
what would you
almost
do
like early corrective measures you can make.
Yeah, but what would you do?
Hang weights,
no idea.
Attach a rubber band to it and pull it out, stretch it. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just made that up.
Yeah.
Don't do that to your kids.
There's deep sadness in his eyes, and he's like, listen, I just don't want anyone else to end up like me.
The thing that I would like to know is you can get penis enlargement surgeries nowadays, right?
You can,
it's possible.
but you have to have a penis.
See, I knew you were going to go that way, and this is, This is the crap we were talking about right before we started this video. That we are, this. I'm just gonna play some more.
By the time you eventually got diagnosed and you actually spoke to a medical professional, they explained, unfortunately, it's too late for them to help with any medical intervention, wasn't it?
Yes.
How did that make you feel when you found that out?
It didn't make me feel very good because that was one of the main reasons why I went to the doctor to see if there was anything I could do to make it bigger. But what is available doesn't really provide much.
It's so difficult as well, I think, because it's kind of the moment that you discover that, and knowledge is power, and then you can go and get some help. When did you first start to realise that you had a really small penis?
I would say probably around high school.
Right.
And dealing with like girlfriends and stuff like that. But I was always like under the belief that like maybe like I'm a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Maybe one day it'll get normal size.
So you were waiting for puberty to have an impact and that was going to happen?
And then it never did. It just never did.
It just never did. Did you speak to your parents about it?
No, I'm adopted.
Okay.
And I didn't really talk to them about stuff like that.
So you didn't have a chance to share that with somebody that would have known you as well?
See, we were talking before we started filming this video about problems that we might all have in our lives, right? And I'm not going to get into. We had a very personal discussion about our own issues that some of us have. Wow, this is crazy. Can you all right? Amen. Hallelujah. I need my gavel.
Get it together.
Order in the court. So people, I was explaining to the guys, right, as we were talking, I was explaining, your situation could always be worse. And case in point here, right? And Silas, we're gonna do well. We'll just play some more of this video. I'm not gonna play the full. I don't think the full video. We get the gist of it.
You know what his parents are thinking?
Seth, it's crazy, because this man has a condition, and you're over here laughing, and there's nothing that he could do about it. I mean, I've never even seen Silas lose it like this on an episode. This is like before we did the Andrew Tate video, and everybody had
the giggles.
The giggles, and it came out of me during filming.
Yeah.
I'm thinking his parents are watching this and they're like, oh, damn, 0 for 2, like you adopted this kid maybe because you had your own fertility issues. You couldn't have the kid. And he's got a rare micropene on top of that.
That's crazy.
That's strike 2.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just watch
we'll play a little more.
0.38% of this.
What sort of impact did that have on you then, Michael, as a teenager and in your 20s when everybody's out there, all your mates are out there and they're meeting other people and they're exploring life and sexuality?
Just more like keeping it to myself. Like as I was younger and teen 20s and stuff like that, I tried to like keep it to myself. I was always like single. Even though I had friends, they probably wondered why I wasn't dating. And I just didn't want to go through that.
I think being a teenager anyway is so difficult, like just with how your body's changing and your skin's normally terrible. I had one eyebrow too. Were you ever bullied at all, or did anybody ever comment?
No, nobody. Like I said, I kept it pretty secret, pretty much. There was a few girlfriends, like in high school or whatever, that knew about it. But as far as I know, like it never got around. Right. Like I didn't get picked on for it or anything because nobody knew.
So with regards to you've said that you have tried to initiate intimate relations, but it's just not feasible. How does the size of your penis affect your day-to-day life? What sort of impacts does it have?
Aside from like the not being able to like I can't go out, have a one-night stand. I can't go out and do things like that.
That's crazy.
But it also affects you with your ability to use the restroom, your confidence.
Because you can't urinate standing up, can you?
No, even sitting down can be tricky with cleanup and everything.
Right. So
that is crazy. Did I not bring that up?
We did talk about that, yeah.
It's like, how could you push your belly button down far enough?
Right. I know. Well, and
I want to point out to you guys that he can't even see it. Let's start with that.
All right, Seth.
He's out of shape.
It is less
We're
than
not
an
here
inch.
to talk about everything. But yeah, I mean, what I was going to say too is like, even, I mean, it's so bad. It's like, even if we gave you 10 inches, I don't know if you could have a one night stand. Like, it's the.
What do you mean? Like the overall package is so bad?
That's wow. So now we're hating on the man's
I'm
physical
joking. I'm joking. First of all, you don't want to do that ever anyway. So,
Yeah.
Imagine having a penis so small you
This.
can't even piss with it. No,
Wait,
it's less than that.
Wait.
Less. That's about an inch.
there you go.
Okay, now make it about an inch wide. Now, hear me out. That's fully erect, ladies and gentlemen. It's the biology of this issue is wild. And you know what's crazy about this? There's a guy out there who previously held the record who is celebrating right now watching this. He's like,
There's somebody in the world I got a bigger penis than.
he's like, bro, I got an inch. Like, what the hell? And now he's probably making fun of this dude. He can't even pee. At least I can push mine down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
What a shame, right?
that's sad. You know what's so interesting though about this too, like the way it's treated. Obviously, this is a little bit different, but like, who would ever diagnose a woman who had small breasts as having like, oh, you've got a condition? Like, is that a thing, or you just say, oh, you have like an A cup or whatever it is?
Yeah, what's the equivalent?
Right. Like,
I don't
they
think women
saw a
have
dude
that.
like that, they're like, nah, he's sick. Like, something's wrong with him.
Yeah, but women don't need to insert anything into men to have relations with them, right? So
I get that.
So here could be a thing, right? If a woman had a shallow vagina, like a vagina that was less than an inch deep, a lot of men would be like, "Wow, you are a real piece of trash." Well, it would be
Impossible.
a problem, yeah.
Well,
It's like, I can't even do anything. You're a worthless woman.
God.
You know, what can I do with you, right? Men would be that shallow.
Sure.
The world would.
I don't know if it. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I guess I don't know if it's possible for it to even be, because there has to be a womb and a uterus. Like,
Sorry,
all of
I
that's
didn't think it was
connected.
possible for a penis to be 0.38 inches. Okay? Everything's possible, apparently. At this point, everything is possible.
How old is he? He
looks to be
40s.
late 30s, maybe 40s. I don't know.
Yeah, the gray hair says 40.
He's still on.
I had gray when I was in my 20s, so the gray doesn't mean jack.
Well, he's got, yeah.
He's got. Well, yeah.
Either way, you know.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, really sad.
It's tragic.
Yeah, because like that's. I mean,
I can't imagine living like
I don't
that.
know how you really operate, like how you cope with that.
You would have to. You would just have to be a guy that uses your hands for things. You date women, you just become the master of your fingers.
Oh.
Because that's 10 times bigger than your penis. If not more.
I like how the interviewer said, "What impact has it had?" I'm like, I was thinking,
I know.
it hasn't had an impact.
That's crazy.
It said zero.
That's crazy.
I was thinking the same thing, unfortunately.
Crazy that you would throw that out.
Yeah, it's sad. It's
What
sad.
would be your advice? You know, just the next 2 minutes here. What would be your advice to this guy? I know mine, right? Get a realistic strap on, right? Something you can put on. That's like the most realistic one you can get a company to create. It looks like it's like a prosthetic. Mm-hmm. You know, guys can lose their legs, their hand, their eyes, and prosthetics now can become pretty impressive. You can get a really realistic prosthetic penis. You know, you can pump it up with a little whatever. There's obviously you're not gonna have the kind of fun you're trying to have, but you'll make her happy, brother. You know, happy wife, happy life, whatever the hell they say. That's the only thing I could think. He can't do surgery. Okay, it's too small. There's nothing to work with. It's like, how do we make your belly button 5 inches? Can't do it. You know, what do we do here?
Yeah, that's.
Anybody got a better suggestion for this guy?
He's just gonna have to accept this. I don't.
That's crazy. So
I don't know.
there's
I
not
mean,
even an ounce of help that you can give this man. Sojourn.
Hopefully, he can take some solace in the fact that maybe he helped somebody else by having the courage to come on this interview for free. and talk about this issue.
Well, he probably did because now there's parents out there that maybe
or taking a second look. Like,
man, this video is over. We are done here because we're done.
Yeah,
we're done.